We're on the road. We're in a Ford.
Sucks! It sucks!
It's burnt Ford.
It smells like burnt.
Set fire to a Ford today.
Oh.
Right, come on, let's go.
We set this van on fire the other day. Hello! Hi, Chewie. Look at you, you shaved sausage! Oh my god. Oh, this is jokes.
About the impact.
Look at this shaved sausage. Chewie! Hello.
Get down in the mud. Get.
Come.
Right, mate.
You got some snacks.
Sammy.
Ooh, Samish! I have picked something up for you, and this is going to be your first reaction to seeing this thing.
Wow.
Oh, fiberglass bonnet! Wow, fiberglass! Wow. Chewie, get your mud off me.
That's nice and smooth.
What do you think?
Yeah, nice. Well done.
Nice little fiberglass bonnet for the race car. The front, where it mounts to the front, might need a little bit of adjusting just to line it up with the wings and stuff, but everyone needs everyone needs adjusting. Justin. Oh, he doesn't even watch our videos anymore because he's got a girlfriend and he doesn't care about fiberglass bonnets. Is it fair to say that we live in a country with the world's worst weather?
Stand outside for half an hour.
It's absolutely disgusting. Fiberglass, mate, lightweight. I told you, mate. I picked it up and I was like, that's it, £100, we're taking it. I was like, we're taking it. Because the bonnets are so heavy. I don't know why they make them so heavy. Everything else on the car weighs 10 grams. The bonnet weighs 400 kilos. The fiberglass bonnet, even with the double layer membrane, and considering how thick the fiberglass actually is, weighs like freaking, what, 10 kilos, 15 kilos? Well done.
Well done. Good find.
That's a good find.
We need to go to Europe.
Oh, buy all the bits. Sometimes the most important steps on working on the car don't involve the car at all. Look at this struggly boy. Struggly boy.
Nice.
Up on the roof. What are you up to, mate?
Storage creation. We need more garages.
Storage. Because we don't have any more garage, we have to make more storage. It's officially been decided. We're getting the rollover jig. Both cars are definitely getting rolled over because this is just ridiculous. It's just completely stupid. Working on the floor, it's just dumb as hell. Nobody enjoys that. So, we're gonna roll them over. And we're gonna roll over the Mark 1 first. Because it needs work underneath doing. Basically the last bits of work before some more work. Alright, yeah. Don't worry about it. Big day for us. Finally digging the car out. Oh, that's quite good. Get the stuff off of it. Get the stuff from inside out. Get it ready to flip it, and then we'll flip it.
There's still a boat in there.
There's actually there's a legit boat in there.
2 seats.
Boat, seats, panels. We've got now we've got. How many bonnets have you got? You have 3 bonnets for the total of no cars.
It's better than no bonnet.
It is, but I don't even have a bonnet. That's a lot to take. Chippy. Hey! Chip. Look at the size of the massive hand. We got massive. These beers are tiny. We're huge.
I'm taking a nap!
You wanna take a nap?
I'm taking a nap here.
Okay, take a nap right there then.
Good night.
Sleeping dog. What's happening? Yes. Sleeping dog. So to any other normal person, this would be just a day. But we have had the most fantabulous productive day in the history of the world. Oh, there we go, mate. Ragadoodly-doo to wipe the flooby-doo. What do you reckon, Ross? What do you reckon? What's your...
Yeah, mate. Had a real productive day.
Are you going to flip it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, mate. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be out for Martin Mitch.
Oh, I'm going to be left here by myself with my crusty rusty. But, so yeah, we've spent a day putting parts up onto the roof, getting this car to be flipped, getting ready for this to be flipped. We've got rid of loads of rubbish. Look at this absolute barricade of rubbish bags. Yeah, there's still some more stuff to get rid of and some more stuff to clean up, but this is good. This is good. Stuff is up on the roof. This car is gonna get flippity flipped.
It's gonna get done.
And then it's gonna get done. Great. Fantastic. Brilliant. Excellent. Fabulous. Jolly.
Johnson.
Jolly Johnson. Big Tooth.
Big Tooth Bill.
Big Tooth Bill. And Jigsaw
Johnson.
Johnson. Okay, I have had a nice little tidy up in here. It is now time to clean off all the rust treatment off of here. And off of here. Time to make another mess. I think I need to finalize this and then get this ready to go on. That's going to be the next step. Boom, here we go. This is my repair panel creation. I've cleaned it all up, sanded it down with 120. I'm going to paint it up just so I can leave it alone for a few days because I'm not going to be back here. On the inside, here, I didn't even bother grinding that penetration down, so that's all good. It was a little bit ugly here, so I just kind of took it off a little bit, but it really doesn't matter. From the top, that's where it was welded here, very nice. Welded here, very nice. This hole, I will show you later what that's for. I use this to align it in a place where I want it. I will show you a little trick that I'm going to use. And yeah, I think it might need a tiny little bit of playing around with. Once it's tacked in and it's in place, then I'll be able to shimmy it into the exact position of where it needs to be. But this is good. Sanded down with 120. Gonna use this ridiculously expensive copper paint. Try not to use too much of it because last time I overdone it. But basically, in 100 years time, when this shell is completely disintegrated and gone back to Earth, I want this frame rail to be the last remaining thing on the car. So that's what we're doing here. There's still some other work that's going to be done because in that frame rail there are two holes. So there's a hole here and there's a bigger hole here, but I will deal with that later. I'll show you what I'm going to do. But for now, quite happy with this. I'm going to degrease it, paint it, and leave it alone. I'll pick the camera back up once I'm back. I'll see you in a minute. Hello, 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 it's a new day. I absolutely love this copper paint. I'm definitely going to paint some stuff in this colour. Just literally, I think I might just use the paint and then clear coat it. I really like this finish. It's like a rose gold, copper, kind of matte. Real nice. Next step of the process is to get this piece lined up. I already have one hole that I use for lining it up, which is here, and then I think I'm going to make a couple more and then find its final resting place and just make sure I can, every time I take it away and put it back, I can put it back in exactly the same location, like millimeter exact location, and then start trying to work out if I can make those other layers line up to this. Hopefully I've set you up so you can see this okay. This is a little light I made, by the way. Just glued a couple of magnets on it, and it's just real handy dandy boy. Oh, switch on it, bloop bloop. Good times, right? Okay, so to locate my panel, whilst I was playing around with it, I've worked out that from this point, I know where this point needs to be inside of this space. And it also gives me a nice pivot point for me to do minor adjustment. This hole actually lines up with this, but then obviously like it moves around a lot inside of this space. But this is basically where it wants to be, central in this hole. I found the washer that fits inside of this hole almost perfectly, and that gives me a center line. So what I do then is I put the washer on top of here, that centralizes it. Couple more washers to distribute the forces so it's a nice even clamp. I'm going to have a couple of areas like this where it's going to locate the piece where it needs to be, and then just make sure that all the surfaces are really nicely tight everywhere and everything's like really tight and really good before anything is welded together. And also I'm not gonna weld it just yet. I'm gonna start once it's all screwed in like this and really in its final position. I'm gonna start making up all the panels that are going to hug it and weld to it. And then once I have everything ready, then I'm gonna weld everything in one go. The repair piece still has a little bit of movement. It like pivots on this point for me to line it up perfectly to where I need it to be. Kablamo! I've spent some time lining it all up and bolting it together. Proper funky looking contraption. Everything's got washers and everything, so all the forces are distributed nicely, and it's really brought the two panels together. Any imperfections that there were, it's really clamped everything down so good, and I'm really happy with its final placement. This this gap here, I'm gonna make a little bit bigger, but if you look from here, it's very minute, but I still need to just hammer this in a little bit, just tap, 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 just so that comes in, so this becomes all nice and flush. Some of the gaps might seem a little bit big, but because it has a backing, I'll be able to really layer in some nice weld to make sure it's all really good and strong and nice. This edge here lines up with this very nicely. I've realized that this layer here is supposed to come down all the way down, but what I think I might do is I might bring it down and weld it just a little bit short. I want to reduce some of that sandwich effect that exists everywhere on this car. There is like 50 layers. I don't want to have a sandwich of 50 layers. All of the filming that I do on my phone. It's a Galaxy S10 and I just bought a Galaxy S21 Ultra and it's got like some crazy cameras on it. It's time to say goodbye to this phone. Thank you, old friend, for helping me film and being in my pocket every single day and providing me with entertainment. Next clip will be on the new phone. I'm gonna go home, set the new phone up, and I will see you in a second. Boop, boop. Kablam! Welcome to the new phone. First time filming. When I'm editing this, I'll be able to better understand what I need to do with it, or maybe just leave it as is like this. I'm not gonna bother shooting in 4K, or this phone can actually shoot in 8K, which is just ridiculous. I'm not gonna be doing any of that. That's just crazy. My laptop will melt. It's already struggling. Take a look around at like color saturation and just detail and see if the difference is noticeable. This is my little den. The repair piece that we're currently doing. Because the lighting is so inconsistent in here, the other phone was like really struggling with just working out when it needed to like dim and not dim, and the focus was always all over the place. So yeah, this phone was an absolute unit, so hopefully the quality is noticeable. So now I have all of this situated, I think what I want to do next is make this. It's a very nice straightforward piece and it was here, and I just need to make this out of nice new metal, because this rusty crusty boy is clearly a rusty crusty boy, and obviously that's not great. Don't ever say something is going to go smooth or be easy. That is just life, isn't it? But what I'm doing currently is this little area here. There was a really disgusting bodgy blobby weld from the factory, of course. I had to reshape this, mess around with all of that, but now I'm just thinking, because there's like splits in the metal and stuff, I'm just gonna cut a little section out, rebuild this lip a little bit here. And this is what I'm talking about. This took way too long to do and I got so frustrated. Oh my god, I can't even tell you. That's from the inside, literally just a tiny little section. I'm not going to grind it anymore because it's the thinnest metal you've ever seen in your entire life. Thin metal is so annoying. It just blows through and then you're in some tight crevice trying to do some ridiculous repair, but it's fine, it's done. Let's see how quickly we can bang this out. Boom, quick little template, not too bad, not too bad. Next step, get it cut out of metal. Oh yes, please, thank you very much. That is wonderful. One good thing about working with thin metal like this, it's just really nice to form into panels. Like you've literally done everything by hand, just like bloop 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 bloop. Very nice. Boom, gave it a little sand down. Looks like a piece of Mandalorian armor. Delicious. Yeah. Quick little bit of paint. There we go. That can be left alone for a little minute until I decide what my next step is. I don't even care how expensive this paint is. I love it. I love the color of it. I love using it. I just want to paint everything in it. So, very nice. And yeah, we're moving along quite nicely with this. Progress is still very slow, don't get me wrong, but it just feels like it's flowing quite nicely. To everyone who gets in touch with us on Instagram and stuff and sends us pictures, shout out to all of you boys. Ross and I will both read all the messages, look for all the pictures and stuff, and yeah, it's wicked. Like keep sending us stuff. If you're working on your car, or if you just want to say hello, drop us a message on Instagram, send us some pictures. We love looking at all the stuff. A lot of you say that these videos keep you motivated and stuff, and that's absolutely amazing to hear. And when you send us stuff, that keeps us motivated, so we'll just keep each other motivated. It's all a big team here. We're all struggling boys at the end of the day, and yeah, just send us your projects, your cars, your whatever, say hello. It's yeah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. From the last couple of videos, we've gained a couple more subscribers, so maybe in the next video we'll do a quick little rundown of what's going on here, like what cars we've got, what the hell we're doing, maybe some plans. Hopefully Ross will be about, and we'll film like a little intro for everyone to get up to speed with what's going on. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay struggling.